Steubenville South is happening today at the Randolph Centerfront Center, and it will continue until Sunday. Steubenville South is part of a series of 25 Steubenville Youth Conferences across North America that serve 50,000 young people annually. Steubenville is based on Catholic teaching, scripture, and sacraments. The conference weekend combines talks from gifted speakers, praise and worship, time for prayer and friendship, and Eucharistic adoration. They have approximately 2,200 teens and adults registered to attend this weekend, coming from all over Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, and Mississippi.
The Steubenville South Youth Conference originally started at Franciscan University in Steubenville, Ohio, and it was brought here in 1995. So we celebrate our 30th conference in 2026. Steubenville has just been a key element in the Christian community, the Catholic community here in Cenla for such a long time. And we are so excited to have it back and at full capacity, and we can't wait to see what happens next.
Steubenville South will celebrate 30 years in 2026 after having to cancel due to COVID.